What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld Podcast, and we've been seeing over the last few days, Bill Belichick is going crazy. Now, just to go on record again, I know it was really bad for the Patriots last season, and a lot of you guys gave up on Bill Belichick. I told you guys from the beginning, sometimes things just work out when you have two people that just work together. I believe that Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, they work together, but, Tom Brady learned a lot from Belichick. Going through that situation and obviously evolved into the greatest quarterback of all time. But at the same time, he needed that experience to become Tom Brady. I don't think that Tom Brady becomes Tom Brady without Bill Belichick. So I think that the growth process that happened, it helped. And sometimes people don't like to admit that someone helped them grow into that. I think that's where it's like a little bit more complex with Tom Brady and Bill, because Bill was, he gave him the cold shoulder that whole career, didn't really want to do much with him. And I think that Tom Brady resents him for that, but I think he appreciates, the opportunities that he was given. He was able to see certain things, obviously, Spygate, all kinds of gates. He was able to see the way to dissect the defense. He learned a lot. First season removed, you're coming with Cam Newton. Cam Newton's not fully healthy, I don't think, based on the way he looked. He definitely wasn't a Cam Newton of old. There was a lot of things going on last season where people just said, you know what? I give up on Bill Belichick. I told you guys I do not, okay? I think that he and Tom Brady were just a match made in heaven. That's pretty much what happened. But right now, they just signed Hunter Henry for $37.5 million. That's adding into the Jonnu Smith and the Nelson Aguilar and Kevin Bourne. Now, Nelson Aguilar, to me, that dude, he can't catch a cold butt naked in the winter. To me, I don't know what that's about other than the speed to take it over the top. Now, can Cam Newton get the ball down the field? That's something that's very, very interesting to me as far as what we were able to see last year. I don't think he made a lot of good decisions. I also don't think he had the right receiving core. So it's like a kind of a double-edged sword, because if he ends up getting all these weapons and he sucks, I think that the Patriots will still be fine because they'll be able to move on with these players. Because if you guys don't figure out what they're doing, Bill Belichick loves a two tight end approach. He loves that two tight end approach. You remember Daniel Graham 2002 with Benjamin Watson, Rob Gronkowski with Aaron Hernandez. He loves that because what happens is the two tight end approach, you can run the ball, you can pass it if the players are fast enough. And let me just tell you something right now. People may have given up on Hunter Henry. Listen, I haven't. I have not. He hasn't really been able to play a full season in his NFL career, but you see the talent. The talent is there. This system might work so much better for him, and if we're able to get a couple of runs here and there for Cam Newton in the middle of that, just don't run him into the ground the way the Panthers did. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to do that, I do believe that you will have a better opportunity of winning a lot more football games, and it's very, very simple. All right. Cam Newton is going to have to, be able to do progression. He's going to have to be able to see his reads. The one thing that I would like to explain to you guys is, some of you guys are like, yo, bro, because I posted on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, they re-signed Cam Newton, and I thought for sure they would release him. Some of you guys are like, yo, he didn't have weapons, he didn't have this, he didn't have that, and I agree. That's not the issue that I have. My problem is Cam Newton didn't look like Cam, and a lot of you guys don't really see it. Like, you remember that Seattle game when he had the opportunity to win it? He was playing out of his mind, and that last play with the run, how he just looked like he doesn't have it. We saw some plays where he scrambled, ran around in the backfield, broke tackles, and then threw an interception to a guy that the uniform looks nothing like his Patriot uniform. So it's like, okay, what Cam Newton are we really getting here? What are the Patriots fan base getting from Cam? It's always good to root for him. I think he's a very, very good competitor, but there's a reason that people thought he was a shell of himself. And that's just the honest viewpoint of it. But again, this is something of an opportunity that many of us don't get. A lot of us don't get a mulligan. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's going to get another chance. I don't know what Bill Belichick is trying to prove, but if I'm Bill Belichick, right, I understand that my offense, it sucked. I understand that, last year, receivers couldn't get open. The team was terrible. You know what I'm saying? It was just a whole debacle of ridiculousness. I understand that, but if I'm Bill Belichick, I see a guy in Tampa that I am raging. Like, I know Bill Belichick doesn't show it, but you can see he's like a guy that tries to conceal his anger. I would be raging to see Tom Brady win a ring. Let me just be like completely honest. If you leave me, I don't want to see you do well. Like, bro, look, most people are like that. Like, bro, okay, unless you leave amicably, right? They didn't leave amicably. Bill Belichick wanted him gone for years. So I don't know what it is about Tom that Bill doesn't like. But if I'm Bill Belichick and we see the way the relationship is, he is uncontrollably raging right now. So he's like, look, we got to start signing. We got to start getting players here because we have those Dolphins, okay, and we have those Bills. I'm not mentioning the Jets. The Jets, dude, listen, bro, dude, we don't need to talk about the Jets, but they have a tougher division than it's been for a very, very long time, okay? So I'm going to tell you this right now. The bottom line is this. Right now, Cam Newton is going to have the opportunity with a 2 tight end system, a system that Bill Belichick loves. Very, very successful, okay? This is a thing where now we can look at it and say, you know what? Okay, he's going to have reads. He's going to have better play action. He's going to have better rollouts. They're going to be able to double team tackles. He'll be able to get outside the pocket. What is he going to do with that? I don't want excuses. See, this is the thing. I don't want you guys to just give excuses just to give excuses for a player. You see, no matter what happens, I have to be objective. Whether I like a player, I don't like a player, whatever it is, I have to be objective. So in that case, I got to be able to tell you guys the truth. I like these signings because this is what Bill Belichick made his living off of early in Tom Brady's career. The 2 tight end system is going to be dangerous, and Jonnu Smith can fly. Hunter Henry, he doesn't really fly, but he knows how to run his routes. He can run those nice mid routes, short routes. He can run drags. I've seen him run corners. I've seen him run posts. I've seen him run streaks. He's a big body guy. He can get down the field. He can jump up and get that ball. Same thing with Jonnu Smith. Like I said, Aguilar, I don't know what he's doing, but it doesn't matter. Having the threat of the deep pass is something like, like a Ted Ginn. Many of us think of Ted Ginn as a trash can. Bro, he didn't have good hands, but he was a burner. No matter what team he was on, he wasn't consistently a guy that could catch the ball. But when he got deep, for some reason, he would usually catch it. But he dropped a lot of them also. But you know what happened? It was the fear of him being able to get over the top, that they always had to have a safety back. That's going to open up runs. If they're able to do certain formations where they're able to get that type of success, I can see a whole entire situation where, they probably get that last playoff spot at like 10-6. I got to be honest with you guys, bro. Like, I still believe that the Patriots have life. Will they be that team that was dominant for a decade with Tom Brady? Not right now, because I don't see that in Cam. But Cam he's not the worst quarterback in the league. He's still formidable. It's just the fact that he's never been really accurate. And, he had the 1 year with the MVP season, but he's never been a real accurate quarterback. He just always had a big arm, and he's a playmaker. Can he do what he's supposed to do? That's all I'm saying, because I didn't see it. And, maybe, something was going on with him. Dude, I don't know. But again, it's a year removed. The Patriots look like they are ready to rebuild. They're revamping. They're going crazy right now with a lot of these signings. Can Cam Newton go out there and do what he's supposed to do? Because Bill Belichick is giving them some good groceries right now. It's always good to have that safety blanket of tight ends. Remember Cam Newton with Greg Olsen? It was a beautiful thing. Like, you having your tight end out there and he's always able to be that security blanket. Now you got 2. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you got 2 of the best ones that's available in the league. People don't really know Jonnu Smith that well, but you will get to know him very soon. I'm pretty sure Tennessee is going to miss him because when you get a tight end that can, he's not really he's not a Gronk blocker, but he can block. You know what I'm saying? Go out there, big body, get open and stuff like that. And you have to deal with that with a safety or a corner with those big guys. You can really have a very nice time. So I expect them to be above 500 this year. And I expect them to have success, but I think a lot of it still relies on Cam Newton. All right, guys. So I'm going to be giving you guys some of this free agency stuff. You guys have been asking for it. Let me know what else you would like me to talk about with future podcasts. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. You go ahead and have yourselves an unbelievable day. Until next time, one love, y'all.